Hi everyone, the question is 10 ends are on the real line, that means real number line. At time t equal to 0, the kth end starts at the point k square and traveling at uniform speed, that means constant speed, reaches the point 11 minus k whole square at time t equal to 1. The number of distinct times at which at least two ends are at the same location is. So here the initial position is k square and the final position is 11 minus k whole square. So you may say the velocity of kth end is 11 minus k whole square minus k square divided by 1 minus 0, because t equal to 0, so t equal to 1 is what we are talking about. So it essentially turns out to be what? 121 minus 22k minus plus k square minus k square cancels out. So velocity of kth end is what? 121 minus 22k, and this is the uniform. If you take mod of it, that's what the uniform speed is. Of course, the direction would depend on initial and final position. If 11 minus k whole square is more than k square, then the velocity is in the positive direction, and if 11 minus k whole square is less than k square, then the velocity is in the negative direction. Yeah. So here, so what about the position of kth end at time t? It essentially would be what? It essentially will be the initial position plus velocity of kth end times t, right? So here the initial position is what? K square. Speed is 120, or rather velocity is 121 minus 22k t, right? So here let's say sk, or rather let me use si, ith end is meeting jth end at time instant, let's say t. That would mean at time instant t, the position of ith end and jth end would be same. So here s is essentially the position of kth end at point t. It will be initial position of kth end, that means at time t equal to 0 plus vk times t. Makes sense? So for ith and jth end to meet at, let's say, time instant t, their position should be same, and that's exactly what I have done. And position of ith end at time instant t would be what? It will be I square plus 121 minus 22i times t. And what about jth end? It essentially will be j square plus 121 minus 22k, not k, by my bad, j times t. So here what we get is I square minus j square is equal to 121t would cancel out from both sides. You get 22 times I minus j times t. So that means the time instant at which ith and jth end meet is, if you see carefully, I minus j will cancel out from both sides. You get I plus j divided by 22. Now what we want is the number of distinct time, or that means number of distinct time instants at which at least two ends meet each other or are at the same location. Yeah. So let me consider let me take I to be 1. That means now I'm concerned about the time instants at which the first end meets the second and third and fourth and so on and so forth, up till, you may say, at 10th end, if at all it is meeting these ends. So when you put j to be I have taken to be 1. So what if I take j to be 2? Of course I'll not take j to be 1. Here I and j are supposed to be distinct, because an end I'm not interested in an end meeting itself. Yeah, it's not some spiritual journey that you meet yourself and understand yourself more or something like that. Nothing. The point is, two distinct ends should be meeting. So I is not equal to j. So when I take I to be 1 and explore the time instants where this first end is meeting second, third, fourth, so and so forth up till 10th end. So I take j to be 2. So I get 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 by 22. So this is the time instant at which the first end and second end are meeting. 1 plus 3 by 22, that means 4 by 22, it is the time instant at which first and third end are meeting. Similarly 5 by 22, so and so forth, you have 11 by 22. And interestingly, all of them are less than 1 and of course greater than 0. So that means first end is indeed meeting second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, so and so forth up till 10th end at these time instants respectively. What if I take I to be 2? That means second end meeting the other ends. Now you may take j to be 1 and you get the same time instant. Yeah, as such, which we have already considered. Yeah, first end meeting second end meeting first end is the same thing, and they will be meeting once only. Yeah, as such. So here I go for I equal to 2, so I take j to be greater than I always. Yeah, which is fine. So 2 plus 3 is what? 5 by 22. Then you have 2 plus 4 is 6 by 22. So 6 by 22 is the time instant at which second and fourth end are meeting. I hope now I have repeated enough and you are understanding. Yeah, so and so forth, you get what? 12 by 22. Yeah, and if you see carefully, ultimately what we are interested in is the time instants and not which end is meeting which end as such. Yeah, even if at least two ends are meeting at a particular time instant, that gets counted, and that gets counted once only. Yeah, so that means 5 by 22 would be counted once only. It's not k sir at the instant 5 by 22 first and fourth end are meeting, second and third end are meeting, so sir, no, it is to be counted once only. Yeah, so that means at least two ends are meeting at that time instant, and we are interested in the number of such distinct time instants at which at least two ends are meeting. So that means these are essentially 9 such time instants, all acceptable because all are less than 1 and greater than 0. Yeah, and here just one more time instant is new, 12 by 22. Rest all are repeating, which I'll be anyway counting once only. Similarly, if you see carefully, I equal to 3. So the third end meeting second end and first end have already been considered. The third end meeting the fourth end. So 3 plus 4 by 22, which is 7 by 22 time instant, which again is repeating. So ultimately now 3 plus 10 is what? 13 by 22, and one more time instant is getting added. Similarly, you will go till I equal to 9 only. Why? Because I is supposed to be less than j. Yeah, you can't take I to be 10, then what j would you take? That means the meetings of 10th end have already been considered in these I equal to 1 to I equal to 9, isn't it? Because first end meeting 10th end or 10th end meeting first end, same thing, right? So here also, similarly you will get one new time instant effectively. Yeah, so that means there are 9 time instants that we have got in this case while considering I equal to 1, and there are 8 more new time instants, one in each case we have got when I consider I to be 2, I to be 3, so and so forth up till I to be 9, and I'll not count repeating time instants more than once. Yeah, so that means 9 plus 8, 17 is the answer. C is the answer. A beautiful question. Thanks for listening.